Hey everyone, hey. So I apologize for running on CP time. So Denise, thank you Denise. The seventh house Jazzanova, thank you. Morena Reyes, thank you. Thank you. So just to start off, I'm running late because I just got back from grocery shopping and it was very busy, but I was super excited going to Trader Joe's. I found out they had some black owned food products there, and I was so happy. I had to get some. But aside from that, I'll show you those later. But thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for all the subs. I finally reached 10,000 subscribers. I'm extremely happy. I'm grateful for all of you to be here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for viewing my content. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Thank you. I really enjoy and appreciate having this platform and sharing my perspectives and experiences and thoughts with you all. This is just like a very casual type of live stream. Like, if anyone wants to come up and say anything, I am willing to engage with you. I'm gonna copy the link. So if you want to come up and like say something, you can do that. So here's the link. So if you are interested in coming up and talking with me, I really appreciate that. You can click this link right here. It's in the chat, and just come on and have a conversation with me. I'm just gonna be chilling and expressing my gratitude to you all or for you all today. So yeah, hey, certain exposures. Hey, how are you? Thanks for coming through. You had a question for me, I remember that one time, right? You had a question, but I missed it. But you're here now. Hey, Alma. Thank you, Alma. I appreciate it. Anyway, so I wanted to share with you guys kind of like these black-owned companies that I found and discovered. So I actually found out that I have some cookies here and some beans and kind of like why this girl got cookies and beans. So I just found out about this or these products actually on TikTok from this black woman. She has a channel and she reviews a bunch of black-owned products that are sold at Target. And I actually found that these were sold at Trader Joe's today, which made me super excited. These are partake. I haven't tried any of these products yet. I might make a video reviewing these products if I remember to do so. But you have partake gluten-free and vegan cookies. Very interesting. The founder's name is Denise Woodard. Thought that was cool. And then a dozen cousins. You know how black people got a bunch of cousins. You got cousins that aren't even really cousins. So I thought that was cool too. And I will be eating these because like as much as we talk about how maybe like as marginalized groups of people, like how we may be left out of things or mistreated, we have to take into account like we have a role to play as well in kind of improving our condition, which is supporting one another. So on my channel, I review a bunch of black-owned businesses. One of the main ones is the lip bar. I have like a bunch of videos reviewing their products, which I have a couple of videos coming up very soon for new products I'm trying. I'm actually wearing their like their skin tint and their face powder right now, which I'm super excited about because I finally found kind of like a black-owned alternative to MAC and NARS, which were my favorite. So I'm really excited about that. So that video will be coming out soon. Also, I know a bunch of you guys were like, wait, they were occult reviews, magic product reviews. They are coming up too. I have a video that's in the queue for editing on what is it called? Fiery wall protection spray, which I found to be very, very, very useful. Hey, so the seventh house, Jazzanova. Thank you. Hey, girl, you want to come up? I feel silly talking about myself, so I have this link here. If y'all want to in the chat. If y'all want to come up and say something. Thank you, Jazzanova. Certain exposures. Certain exposures are funny. I didn't get a piece yet. I'm waiting. I have to actually get on my list of things to do. I actually have to get my fingerprints done and registered. I have to become registered in my state. So I'm still waiting to do that. But yeah, I think I know what I'm going to get. I have to contact this wonderful Black family that gave me the training for my handgun qualification license. I was so happy. They were a beautiful Black family, kind of just like teaching other people basic training. So I'm not licensed to actually carry it around with me. I'm just only licensed to have it at my home, which is a start. It's a start. You know? But yeah, so let's see. How have you guys been otherwise? But certain exposures, I am curious as to know what that original. I can't remember what it was, but I do remember you saying that you had a specific question in one of my videos, and I can't remember which video. I've been like a crazy woman, doing all these things I'm doing, having an internship going on, handling my new rental property, and then school, and then work, and YouTube editing videos. Oh gosh. Certain. So okay. I mean, like, what do you want to know about that? I mean, like, do you want my opinion? Like, what's your question? Because cold world. It's a cold world. Like, I actually was thinking about that today. Actually, not about her specific situation, not Brittany Renner and PJ, but just in general. And the reason why I thought about it is because I was thinking about financial literacy overall and how important it is to be financially literate. Like, you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have any financial literacy, your chances of keeping that money are slim to none. Slim to none. You know? You would ask on stream, but you're grocery shopping? Oh, okay. So for the new people that have come on the live, you can click this link right here to just chat if you want to. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay online on the stream, but I'm just online right now because I want to express my gratitude because I finally made it to 10,000 subscribers, and it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. So you said you were just curious about your perspective, that trend in general, especially with athletes. There's so much to say about that. I don't really, honestly, I don't feel sorry for professional athletes. That I just don't feel sorry for them when that happens to them. I don't. I know that sounds bad. It's just that women. I mean, you know my stance on the position that women hold right now in the world, right? Like, women are preyed upon all the time. Women have been preyed upon for thousands of years, right? Like, how old is the trafficking of women? Thousands of years old. Like, I just think anytime there's a extreme power imbalance, which we do have between groups of people, particularly men and women in the world, there's going to be situations like this. Like people are going to marginalize groups of people or disempowered groups of people, disenfranchised groups of people who always find unorthodox and creative ways to empower themselves in a context that disempowers them, right? Like, I mean, if we want to talk about the wage gap, we want to talk about sexual harassment in the workplace, we want to talk about gender discrimination in the workplace. Women go through a lot. Women across the world still hold very little political power, economic power. So sometimes you got to get it how you get it, right? And I think when we have these discussions, I often think about enslaved persons in America, enslaved Black persons in America throughout most of American history, how they would resort to seemingly unethical measures to empower themselves or gain freedom. And, you know, how now we don't look at that as problematic because we understand the power imbalance. But now it's like, but anytime there's a power imbalance, you're always going to have a marginalized or disenfranchised group resorting to seemingly unethical things. And I think it's problematic to hold a disenfranchised or marginalized group to the same high moral code that you would hold someone that is in power, because they must resort to different measures to achieve what they want to achieve. Jazzanova, can I send you a cake? Do you want to send me a cake? How would you like to send me a cake? You can send me a DM on Instagram if you'd like. I'll give you my handle if you haven't already been communicating with me there. So this is my handle on Instagram. And if you'd like to send me something, I mean, I'd really appreciate it. It would touch my heart. But that's my handle. You can message me. You can send me a DM on Instagram. And if anybody wants to come up and say anything to me, man, this sun is really, it's just that it doesn't like me. I don't know why the sun is on this side today. Setting. On the 11, a cake, congratulations on 10K. Okay, Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine. All right. But yeah, so again, if you are just coming on and you didn't hear me talk about these Black-owned food products that I just found today at Trader Joe's, I knew they were selling these at Target. I've done my research. So y'all, if y'all see these products and you want to support a Black-owned business, you have this, a dozen cousin. They have different types of beans, but this is like the only bean. And I know this is weird, like that I'm talking about this now, but I just got these, and I'm always excited to share and spread awareness about Black-owned companies. So is this. And then there's Partake, which is a gluten-free and vegan cookie brand. And if you like my makeup, I'm wearing the lip balm. Face powder and tinted skin conditioner today, and concealer. But you know what else I want to say? I want to say, if y'all haven't checked out Uppity Unicorn yet, y'all gotta go check her. Y'all gotta go check out Uppity Unicorn. Please go search. I've been listening to her content. A critical thinker she is, and I really appreciate her content. Uppity Unicorn, if you end up watching this video, understand I'm shouting you out again because I really appreciate your content and your perspectives and the time you take to think. Because a lot of people don't think. A lot of people do not think. Y'all know that. Thank you, Queen of the South. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here because you are OG. Queen of the South, you are OG. You've been here for a minute. Certain exposures, thank you. I mean, it's sad. Like, I would be mad if he was my son, of course, but like in general, men have so much more access to financial opportunities, financial tools, and information for them to be falling for this stuff. So if you falling for this type of stuff, if you falling for the okie doke, if you get somebody, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know. I feel like when I think about what happened with Brittany Renner and PJ, to me, it's akin to like me not feeling sorry for PJ is like my lack of feeling sorry for like a white homeless person. Like, you white, you can't flip that currency into something, because we all know whiteness is a true currency in this world, right? Thank you, Rachel. Hey, Rachel. And Mwendwa, thank you. So Rachel is asking, quick question: what if a man calls you a manipulator when you tell him what he should do for you? Is that manipulation? I mean, that sounds more like a demand to me, and men don't like demands like that. Like, men don't. Men do not like to be told what to do, especially by a woman. So he don't know what he's talking about, because if you said it just like that, that doesn't sound like manipulation. That sounds like a demand. Manipulation would be setting up a whole situation where this man felt like he needed to do it without even thinking that, without even noticing that you orchestrated everything. What did you want him to do for you? Like, for example, I would say manipulation. Like, if you wanted a man to pay for some type of bill, and you had been seeing him for a while, and you set it up to where you couldn't talk to him, or he couldn't access you, or you couldn't spend time with him anymore because you had a problem to solve, and the only way he was going to be able to get access to you again would be to solve your problem or help you solve your problem. That's more of like manipulation. And to be honest, I feel like a lot of men appreciate that approach better than a direct approach, because they don't feel like they're being told what to do, and they feel like, the other approach, the real manipulative approach, where you set up a situation like that, it allows them to play the hero role, and then they feel good about themselves. So I would suggest you actually manipulate, because he's telling you manipulating him because he feels like you're demanding him to do stuff, and he feels like you're trying to control him. Probably. Thank you, Queen of the South. I appreciate it. I love you being here. You always give good insight. You always give great insight. Rachel, I hope that was helpful. I don't know. I mean, because if he's saying it's manipulation, it ain't really manipulation. Girl, did you just come here because I was just shouting your channel out? Y'all, this is Uppity. Please go to her channel and check out her content. Uppity, listen, girl. Listen, you want to come up, Uppity, and introduce yourself so people can go follow you? Because now I got, now I got a little following. You feel me? Now I got a little 10K. Now I got a little 10K. I send over there, send some people over there with you. Let's see. Thank you, Uppity. I appreciate you. Okay, so certain exposure says, speaking of black-owned products, have you tried out Donda? I have not. I don't even know what that is. I just hear about Donda and like what Kanye. I don't know what Donda is. What is it? And I'm not. Let's see. Um, I don't know what Donda is. Ah! Rachel said, I just told him not to call me at late hours, past 8 p.m. This is my boundary. Also, I told him I don't believe him when he told me he misses me at 11 p.m. on WhatsApp. That is a booty call. Rachel, setting boundaries is not manipulation. I feel as though I have a hunch that him saying that that you are the manipulator is his attempt to manipulate you into preventing you from setting these boundaries so he can have more access to you. Oh, I love Uppity. Okay, yo, I love Uppity. Please go over there, please. Okay, Rachel says, I also said I want direct communication and no missed signals. That if he really missed me, he should write it on. Girl, listen, let me tell you something, Rachel. A man that really like you ain't gonna have to say none of this to them. A man that really like you, really wants you, you ain't gotta explain all that. Because they're gonna act right. Keep playing games. Move along. Next. Don't waste your time. And I know it's like hearing this from me, you may need to like go through it yourself, but I'm telling you right now, like that man don't really like you. That boy doesn't like you. He don't. He don't like you because he acting up already. He acting up. It's his new album. He dropped it on YouTube this week. You know, certain exposures. I don't really support Kanye like that. Why? Why would I support Kanye? He doesn't support black women. Girl, he said it's an album uppity. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a huge Kanye fan. I think he's a, a good artist, but I mean, I don't think he's really. I don't think he. I really don't think. Yo, you want to talk about something? I'm gonna express what I really don't like about. I know this might be a little off topic, but what I don't like about black women is that a lot of us tend to be extremely supportive of men initiatives and other people who are not supportive of us. You know what I mean? Um, so I'll be 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So, the Self says, I don't support Kanye either. I accept he is talented, and if I like something, I do. But I really don't care. I don't blame Kim for making him crazy. He was already there. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like if I like something, I like it. But I will go out my way to support like a black woman owned business because supporting people like me is supporting myself ultimately. Preach sister, I was blocked and blue ticked. I moved on. This was a man who was my good friend for years and giving me weird hints. Girl, I hate it when male friends hit on me as years go by. Girl, just flip it into something that benefits you. If a man trying to get something from you, make sure you get something first, okay? Just flip it. Ask for something. Have an emergency. Do a damsel in distress story. Just get something. They try and get something from you. The Radical Latino. Hey, Radical, you want to come up? Thanks, Rad. I really appreciate it. I thought I'd never get here. It's like, no, I knew. I just didn't think it. I thought it would take a lot longer to finally hit 10K. Mm-hmm. But hey, everyone! If you're just getting here, I am welcoming people to come up and talk on the panel. If you have something to promote, you can use this opportunity to promote any type of initiative or business or platform you may have. It's to show my appreciation for you all being here because I finally hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm very, very grateful. Oh, thank you, Radical. I appreciate your channel too. Everybody should go check out the Radical Latino. Appreciate you. Thank you, Radical. I see you growing over there. I see you growing over there as well. I see you growing your platform as well. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Appreciate it. Yeah. Chi-Town, what's up? I don't think I've seen you here before. Hey, welcome. Welcome. Y'all, I cannot wait. I'm really sad because the pandemic has messed up some of my travel plans that I had. You just subscribed. Thank you, Chi-Town. Where'd you come from? How did you find my channel if you just subscribed? I know a lot of new people are here from the 48 Laws of Power audiobook that was just taken down because I guess, I think it's called Penguin House, is cracking down. Like they took all those videos down. I had that audiobook up. You said, by the way, your videos on provision mindset, men providing for their wives, should one tell a potential man this or just shut up if he ain't one? Yeah, look, men, look, you can't. I think the worst thing women do is try to change a man. Like you can't, you will never do that. Either he is or he isn't. You have to. I mean, the real secret is to just focus on the men that are providers, that are, um, really into you. Because men like what they like and they are what they are. Like, some men will never be it. Look, one thing I was also thinking about recently. One thing I was really thinking about is the fact that how like we have this idea nowadays that every man should have like a girlfriend or wife. Throughout most of human history, most men, the average man, did not have access to women. It was always the men that had resources or controlled resources or that were in power that had access to women. So most men are not cut to have women really or to provide for them. Thank you, Chai. I appreciate it. It's funny how my videos just pop up in random places. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you just decided to subscribe. I don't know if my content will be of interest to you, but hopefully you enjoyed enough to stay. I don't know. Oh Lord. Dragon of the West said that's like the animal kingdom too. Absolutely. And you know another thing I was thinking about, I had this long discussion with some rando, and we were talking about how although humans are different, we are different from other species of animals, we are at the end of the day, we're still animals. You know? And really what makes us different is our social nature, how social we are, and how we've been able to hold on knowledge from other generations. You know how like most animals instinctually know that they need water, instinctually know how to get up and run. Like you know how some animals come out of the egg and start running. Like a lot of lizards, they will hatch out of the egg and they just like start running because they know that they just automatically, instinctually, innately. Nobody got to teach them. The lizard mom don't got to teach them like you better start running away from predators. They just know. Humans are not like that. Humans, our rearing process is much longer than the average animal. And with that comes some benefits, but also, you know, some challenges. The benefits are that the body of human knowledge is more likely to be passed down, and we hold on to it, and we're able to record it and have awareness of it. And not just have awareness of our experiences, but of experiences of humans that have lived before us. And I think that's very powerful, and that's why we're able to alter our environments in ways that other species are not able to do so. But at the end of the day, we're animals. Definitely animals. And especially when it comes to mating and female human beings, like deciding who gets to pass on their gene and who doesn't. It's not good to pass on weak genes. And honestly, men that don't protect or provide, do you really want to help that man to pass on his genes? Because the likelihood of you having an easy time rearing and making sure that child survives is low because he's not doing his job or his part. Queen of the South says, exactly. Most men weren't qualified, but a man could choose a woman from anywhere in any walk of life if he had resources. Absolutely. Because women will always choose security. Like if a woman is truly feminine, she's always going to choose security. You know, I was reading an article from Psychology Today about this topic, and it provided some really interesting insight. Hey, Jessica Hicks, everybody, you should go check out Jessica Hicks' channel. She's awesome. I see you, Jessica. She gives out great career advice on how to land jobs and all of that. So check out Jessica. See, look, okay, Rachel, this is really interesting. So Rachel says, that's so true, sis. In my culture, I'm Kenyan. Poor men would not be allowed to marry. Rich men were polygamous. So I live in Africa, in the Middle East. So I've lived in the MENA region. I've lived in Egypt, Jordan, Oman. And poor men don't get married. Poor men do not get married. A woman will live with her family for the rest of her life or become a second or third wife before she gets married to a poor man. Because what is the point? And it brings me back to the point that I was going to mention earlier when I read this article on Psychology Today about how women prefer men with money over like a man with good looks, because women innately know that if they pair it with a man, you're constantly with this man, you're sleeping with this man, the odds of you getting pregnant are high because you're sleeping with a man. And women know that when they get pregnant, they will become immobile for a year, a whole year, 9 months you're pregnant. And then you need time to recover after you give birth. That's like a year of not being able to do much. So you're going to need someone that has the drive to protect and provide you while you are at your most vulnerable state, which is during pregnancy. A lot of women are extremely vulnerable during pregnancy, and it hurts my heart. Like when I see a woman working at like McDonald's or Home Depot pregnant, I'd be like, I feel sad. I feel really heartbroken seeing that woman work like that. And she like 7, 8 months pregnant. Are you serious? Yeah, for the most part, Chi-Town. I have mostly female subs. Yep. Yep. I mean, I don't know. I don't know Dragon of the West. I thought it was just common sense, to be honest with you. I thought it was common sense. But I mean, the way things are now, I saw this article recently about how female providers are on the rise in the United States, and how throughout most of the world, it's not like that. It's not like that. And I mean, like, yo, it's just nature. It's drivers, you know. It's our biological disposition at large. I mean, of course, there are outliers. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule. But I mean, for the most part, that's what it is. You know, men go after women that look fertile. That's why men like clear skin, long or thick hair, an hourglass shape. You know, it shows that you are able to have children. You're fertile, and they have a drive to reproduce. You know, spread their seed. So, and women have a drive to seek security because they know that if they are with a man, they are likely to get pregnant. And when you get pregnant, you're extremely vulnerable. You will need protection and provision. You will need it. You will need it. It's necessary. So, Mocha Mommy, hey. Hey, Mocha Mommy. Nobody, yo, I'm so sad. Nobody can come up today. Mocha Mommy, if you want to come up, I'll drop the link. You can say, hey, everybody go check out Mocha Mommy's channel. She provides great content as well. So Jessica Hicks says, that is so true. Some women and most men underestimate pregnancy. Women have the power to carry a life into this world. We continue the human race. However, people talk as if it isn't valuable. Woo, Jessica. Woo, Jessica. Jessica. Mm. Now, this can be a very long conversation. you don't started something. You don't started something, Jessica. You started something. So I'll just say this, Jessica. I'll just say this. People know how important it is. It's so important that people try to minimize it. Hey, Mocha Mommy.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Everybody should go check out Mocha Mommy's channel. She also creates wonderful content. So go check her out right now. She's here.
Oh, thank you. I forgot. I'm still mad at you because you had dropped the code and I spent, God, about $60 on makeup.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No. Because, you know, when you start eyeing it and looking around, and I was like, this must be a sign.
But the products are good, though. They're amazing.
I agree.
I just got the Just a Tint kit. Like the.
Yes.
Did you get that?
Yes, I did. That tint is, yeah, that was clutch in the summertime. Texas humidity, that was clutch.
I just tried it today. I'm wearing it today, and I'm just like, I'm never like. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never buying MAC again. Like I can finally like, and it's more affordable. The lip bar is more affordable than MAC and NARS, and I was using like NARS concealer and MAC like powder foundation. But that kit, I was like, this is nice.
Right. Yeah. And I was just running out of my just got paid, like the bronzer blush mix. I was like, oh, I got to get another one. I was like, oh, I'll wait. I'll get around to it. And then I saw like the sale on the lippies, and then you dropped the call. I was like, okay, it's a sign.
Right. Did you get the free, because they're giving out free brushes.
The brush and the makeup bag, yes. Yeah, you know. Because they'll say, they'll tell you, just order a little bit more, and I do.
So I'm gonna grab mine right now, actually. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the lip bar. Y'all can use my discount code UniverseTrip10. I just tried this out for the first time. This is their Just a Tint like skin conditioner. It's kind of like a foundation substitute, I guess.
BB cream.
BB cream. What does BB cream stand for again?
Beauty balm.
Beauty balm. Okay. And it provides SPF 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too. And this finishing powder, I thought this was very comparable to like the powder foundation that I usually use. I know it's not a powder foundation, but it felt like it did the same job, and I like the result.
Yeah.
Let me concealer. So you guys are interested in this? Go to thelipbar.com. Use my discount code. I'll put it right here.
Yeah. And I bought the fragrance too.
Wait, what fragrance?
The Dossier ones.
Oh, you did.
Right. Yeah.
Did you get the Mon Petit one?
No, I got one that was Chanel. I took the quiz and they recommended some for me. Nice. And I did like a little haul on my channel and I ended up getting a men's fragrance.
Did you like it though?
He did like it, which is so interesting. I feel like men from that generation, like those 80s babies, it's either got to be Polo, it's got to be Hugo Boss, or it's got to be something in the Calvin Klein family. They're like stands for that. You know, they rarely deviate. Right. But when I got him that fragrance, he's like, "Oh, I like it," and I was so happy.
That's awesome! Yes.
Yeah, I was so happy. I was happy because he rarely. I just feel like guys from that generation, like those '80s babies, they don't deviate too much from those three brands. It's always got to be something that came out around then. Mm-hmm. You can't put them in no Paco Rabanne. You can't put them. Because I like that Christian Dior Sauvage. He'd be like, nah, Christian Dior can go sit down somewhere and go take Johnny Depp with him. Nope, I'm not wearing that.
Oh, Lord.
It's not.
It's affordable too. I mean, like, I didn't even know about Dossier really until they reached out. And I was like, what? I can get this, like, my favorite scent ever. This is my favorite fragrance. And it's like $29. Like,
right, yeah.
Why didn't I know about this? But it's okay.
Yeah, well, I was glad you turned me on to it because what if I would have bought it and he didn't like it?
Right. You know? Right.
Oh, okay. So you're 80s baby. I wonder if are you a Polo stan? I wonder. Like Polo, Hugo Boss, and Calvin Klein. Like you can't put from men from that generation. Rarely do you see them venture out. They know what they like. They're decisive. They know what they like.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. But congratulations on your 10,000.
Thank you.
And on your... Oh, he does wear Sauvage by Dior. I like it too. See? I'm going to show this to my spouse and be like, look, other guys wear Sauvage from Dior because it smells good.
What does it smell like? I don't know that. I'm not familiar with it.
It's definitely a very masculine smell for sure, but it's got like a citrusy undertone. So it'd be good for the summer. So it's like smells like a really clean man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. I'm not too familiar with men's fragrances, but one, and like I've sampled a couple, I've smelled some, but one that I really liked was called Jazz Club by Replica.
Okay.
Have you? I don't know. Like I think that's a newer. I just like saw it. Like Sephora sent me a sample once, and I was like, "This smells nice." I was a man. I was
right. I don't know. I mean, I feel like because he doesn't venture out too much, I did try to get him like a Tom Ford fragrance, and he was like, "No." I did try like a Kenneth Cole fragrance. He was like, "No." You know, I did get him a Chanel fragrance and he liked it, but he never bought it again. So it's I don't know. I guess it was like, so when I was like, okay, if this is only $30, I won't be out too much if he likes it, but he liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So do you know certain exposures, Mocha Mama?
No, I gotta check his channel out.
Yeah, I think he does like technology reviews, like on tech products.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's something my spouse would like, because I can always tell when he's on the tablet, because it's always like it'll be like a makeup review or like a woman's self-improvement thing, and then it'll be something about like tools or like surround sound.
Right.
Like
so Mocha Mommy, like, what's your plan for your channel? Like, what direction are you gonna go in?
Well, usually the subscribers generate the topics. And so a lot of young ladies have been asking about travel. A lot of them have been asking about, they're just now starting to get into makeup and beauty. But they want to keep it on a budget. Most of my subscribers are actually like the same age as my kids. So that was very interesting. Yeah. Like my 40, my analytics said 48.1% of my audience is between 18 and 24.
Ooh.
I'm like, wow, my viewers could literally be like my children.
I mean, your name is Mocha Mommy, right? Like,
and that's what I think too, because, you know, like Mocha Moms, you know, they're a stay-at-home mom support group. So maybe they thought, you know, it's like a stay-at-home mom support group for Black women. So I was like, maybe that's what it was that brought them to the channel, like the name. And yeah. So I was like, maybe that's what it is. And maybe they're looking for like motherly. And I talked to my kids about it. I was like, how does my channel sound? They say, you sound like somebody's mom. I'm like, well, I can't change that. I am somebody's mom.
I agree. But it's nice though. Like, I don't know. I can see why people gravitate towards that, you know? Kind of like someone that will give you advice that your mother didn't give you, but, you know, that you kind of need.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I was thinking like, when you get email, or now that I'm on Instagram and I'll get these messages, I'm like, who baby's this? Like, you know, you're getting letters from like 15-year-olds and 17-year-olds. And I'm like, man, my kids are this age. You know, my kids are 15 and 17. Like, oh, so it's like,
Mommy, put them on some game, you know, because I wish, if I knew the stuff I knew now at 15,
right.
15, baby.
Yeah.
Nothing could stop it. Oh, thank you, Terrell B. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Kaitel. Appreciate you. Mwah. Appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, what about you? What's your core demographic, and where are you going to take your channel?
That's a good question. So the demographics of my channel have changed over the years. It's definitely mostly women, but I think the gap is, from what I've seen in the analytics section, it's been closing. And I think that's interesting. I'm kind of like, well, why is this happening? Like, I'm always talking to women. Like, why are more men kind of coming here, you know? I haven't really figured that out yet. But maybe I will. I think more beauty reviews. I'm gonna try to switch into more of, like, earlier, I don't know if you were here, but I talked about how I went to Trader Joe's and found these Black-owned food products. Were you here? Yeah, I found these two products. Like, I'm starting to think that I would like to do more support and more collaborating with helping kind of like other Black creators, other Black business owners kind of grow their audiences and bring awareness, just so we can have, you know, practice group economics. You know, I think I'm right. I will. People have been asking me, like, where are the occult review videos? Like, are you still using kind of like hoodoo, stuff like that? And I'm like, I have, but it's my focus has been more so on business lately, especially now that I have like a rental property. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get into that really, but it's a lot.
Yeah, rental property, that's a lot. Yeah, we did that in the military, like when we would move duty stations, and especially if they're not close by, that was a challenge. Like we like just before the pandemic, we got rid of one because it was just too much. So yeah, it just got to be too much after a while. But I would never ever trade it for the world. I would definitely do it, and I would definitely say, definitely do it for sure. Gotcha. Yeah, I would. No regrets. No regrets. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What do they ask? Chi-Town says you accept Section 8. Wow.
That's yeah, I wouldn't. I know people do, but I wouldn't.
I haven't haven't accepted any tenants that are on Section 8 yet, but you know, I don't know. I don't know if I ever will. My aunt is a real estate investor. I've been working with her since I was 7 on rental properties, so she says there's a lot of issues that come with that. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't. We were always outside of military bases, so it was always simple, but at the same time, sometimes you would have several leases in a year, especially during like the height of OIF and OEF. Like you could have sometimes 2 or 3 leases in a year. Because of, the Soldier Sailor Relief Act, they could break a lease. But even so, there was never a problem with as far as vacancy. We've never really had like long periods of vacancy. So we were very fortunate in that.
That's amazing.
So, but again, once they started being too far away, that became the challenge. Because the one we sold was in El Paso, Texas, and that's like 10 and a half hours away. So that got to be a little bit more challenging. And they did want to buy, and they were there for 4.5 years.
Nice.
But yeah.
Jessica Hicks put the side eye up with Section 8.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag. So I don't know.
You do get guaranteed rent, but I mean, the people that you'd probably be, who knows? Jessica says, I love Partake. So I actually haven't tried the cookie jar. I just got them today. I just learned that this was a Black-owned food brand. So I look forward to kind of, giving my take on that once I try them.
Yeah.
I don't know, Terrell, Mocha Mommy, do you want to address this question? Hold on, I'll be right back. You want to give your take on that?
I don't know. I guess it depends on your definition of it. I mean, I just think any Black woman who works in her own self-interest, doesn't mean. I mean, it could mean anything. So I guess it maybe depends on your definition. So yeah. I don't know. I technically show up in that algorithm, but I don't really have like I don't get involved in like the negativity that shows up in that algorithm, because I just feel like there's too much to talk about, too much to deal with. As especially knowing how young my channel is, I have to take a little bit more responsibility for what it is I say.
Absolutely. And you do a great job of keeping it positive, keeping it classy, not getting involved with mess. Mocha Mom, you do an awesome job with that. Because, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes they will bombard your channel and try to start stuff with you. So.
Yeah, I do. And other people who like other content creators will say things, and you just have to delete it and keep it moving, And I know during the pandemic, a lot more people were watching it. And that's okay. You have nothing else to do, no place else to go. But I mean, once I made 1,000, I tried to share with other people who had less than 1,000 that I felt like people could benefit from. And I think too, people think you're supposed to know everything. I'm like, no, I don't know everything. I don't know everything. So I had to start bringing other people on who did know more about certain subjects than me.
Right. So Mocha Mommy, so Terrell, why don't you just put Mocha Mommy into the search bar in YouTube and you'll find her channel. You should subscribe. Just check her content out. But I mean, just for me to answer this question, I would like to say I sympathize with the divestment community. Absolutely. I sympathize with them. I appreciate them. I appreciate the work. I appreciate their ideas. Do I identify as a divester? Not so much, but I would say I'm more so of an investor in Black women. I like to invest in Black women in any way that I possibly can, because it's like investing in myself. So, just to kind of keep it positive as much as I can, I'd like to focus on what I'd like to do to add to Black women and their success. So,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I just done like a series of STEM panels, like Black women who are in STEM. And I learned way more about engineering than I ever thought that I ever needed to know. But I was grateful for all of the students and the young professionals who contributed to help some of these young ladies pick a major and pick a career path and not be so intimidated by the coursework. So that I was really happy about that.
Right. Definitely. So Terrell says we need more positive Black women on YouTube. You know, the thing is, I agree. I absolutely agree. But I think what Mocha Mommy mentioned earlier when she says, you know, you mentioned Mocha Mommy doing what's in your best interest as a Black woman, and I think that is key, right? Because unfortunately, I feel like, I mean, in many ways, especially in the United States, I know in a lot of other places, but I'm just going to speak from my experience of being like a Black American. Black women have been socialized to put everything and everything else, like everyone else, above themselves, like to do everything and anything for the interest of others over themselves, and that doesn't. We're often left with the short end of the stick doing that, and often resentful. And I don't support that. I think Black women should do what's in their best interest. Really think about it. Really strategize around what's in their best interest.
Yeah, I agree.
Because everyone else will do it. Everyone else will do what's in their best interest.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we gonna why not us? Why not we do the same thing?
I agree. And also too, I think we have to get into a space where it's okay to open up and admit your mistakes, and it's okay for other people to learn from them. Because I think that sometimes, I know women from my generation, we want to act like we didn't make mistakes, or we didn't. So I think it's important to like say, like, hey, these are some of the things I regret, and then having a safe space where they can say the things they regret,
right,
without being judged. Right. And so younger women can learn, like, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that. Mm-hmm. Because I think sometimes we are always like, do as I say, not as I do, and we have to do a better job. Like Gen X, we got to do a better job.
And you know, it's very powerful. This type of intergenerational dialogue is extremely powerful. You know, because when you have a better grasp of kind of like different contexts, different time periods, it really helps to make better decisions for your own life. You know,
yeah.
Understanding how times do change. The world does change. And with an evolving world, with evolving context, you know, your choices and your strategy should evolve as well.
Yeah, I agree. And like to think that you can't learn anything from them, because how many of them bought me really good content creators, or how many of them taught me a lot of stuff? Like, I mean, because there are certain questions they'll ask, and I'm like, oh, I have to look into it. And so I'm grateful that I took that opportunity to learn more from them, because they were always bringing me new content creators, recipes. That gardening advice. I was like, wow, these girls are like 19. They have a lot of advice.
You know, one thing I've learned, but I started to get into plants since getting a new home, and my first home period. But you know, one thing I've learned is that if you take shedded hair and you put it in the soil, it helps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true.
I was like, yeah, it helps the roots to have something to hold on to, and there's also nitrogen in hair. So
yeah. And coffee grinds. And then also too, I'm starting to learn a lot more about the different insects. Which ones to keep, which ones to not.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I would just send pictures of all the different insects that I was finding in my garden. And people really interacted with that on the community tab. I was like, wow, you guys really like these bugs.
Uncle Mommy, if you don't mind me asking, what region of the United States are you in?
I'm in Central Texas. We're like Austin. Mm-hmm, we're in Austin.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking about moving to Austin, and I think the next property I will get, I will try my best. I want it to be in Austin really bad, or around Austin.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Yeah,
do you know anything about like real estate in Austin?
Yeah, it's on fire right now. I mean, I think it's like the 6th fastest growing economy in the country right now.
Elon Musk moved his office.
Yeah.
Office to
He did. And Joe Rogan too. His wife toured our kids' school, and then the tuition went up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, yeah, they call it they say the Joe Rogan effect. And I was like, yeah, it certainly is. We all feel in the Joe Rogan effect. Like around that area where he ended up settling, like the real estate prices just like went through the roof.
Okay. Oh well, Jessica Hicks says she's in Texas too. Hey, party! Y'all should go find Shira and have a party.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I feel like when you're in Austin, the first thing you always ask someone is where you're from, because almost everyone who's here is from somewhere else.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I just, Texas, I don't know. I just want to see what Texas is about. And I did visit Austin for a computing conference last year. I was really grateful because I got to go right before the pandemic hit. And I liked it. I liked it. So, kind of one day I'll make my way back. I'll figure it out.
It's a good city. My husband loves it here, but he's in tech, so I feel like he found his tribe.
Mm-hmm.
So he's happy here. I just feel like there's a lot of, I don't know, like a lot of, well, I don't want to say nerd culture, but like it's a big tech culture around here, and I feel like he found his tribe. So he's really happy.
Absolutely. I'm gonna find a way, Mocha Mama. I'm gonna find a way to make it down there. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, Austin's beautiful. It's a really great. It still has a small town feel, but it's becoming more metropolitan. But the traffic is horrendous, so just be prepared.
And I heard people don't drive very well.
No,
Yeah.
no. They blame the Californians, or they blame the New Yorkers, or they'll blame the people from Arizona. But I just think it wasn't built to take all this traffic. That's just how I feel. It just wasn't built that way. Yeah. And then I really think that once Tesla is done, like in the north part, and then they do this, because the SpaceX is like past Waco, and then they're building a Tesla in like the north suburbs. And then in like the south and the southeast, that's where there's going to be like Boring Company, and I think like like Louis Vuitton group are building like warehouses and distribution. So that's going to be kind of a mess, because we're just not ready for that yet. But the construction's going up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mocha Mommy, I want to read this last comment, but my camera is about to die.
Okay.
I've been live for like over an hour now. I'm gonna read certain exposure. Thank you so much, Mocha Mommy, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you. Everybody, go check out Mocha Mommy's channel. Type it in the Google search bar. Go check her stuff out. Thank you, Mocha Mommy. Appreciate you. Certain exposures says, I'm back as a guy. I watch your channel and other Black women's and men's because I like seeing your perspectives regardless if it's critical. Thank you, certain exposure. Maybe one day, certain exposures, you will come and actually chat with me on a live stream. I look forward to that day. Now, I think everyone should go check out certain exposure's channel too as well. We want to help build each other up. We want to help build these audiences up, right? So Jessica Hicks, just subscribe to your channel, or Mocha Mommy's channel. Which one? Somebody's channel. Jessica. Okay. So Goddess in Training says, hey Uni, it's Goddess Energy. This is my new. Okay, hey girl. Hey Goddess Energy. I missed you. It's been a minute. Goddess Energy. It's been a while. It's been a while. Do you have a new channel? Would you like to subscribe to your channel, Goddess in Training? Because if so, I'll encourage them to do so. Thank you, Goddess in Training. Thank you so much. But guys, I gotta go. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go fix myself something to eat. Thank you again for the 10,000 subscribers. It's been a long time coming. I'm still relatively new and I still have a lot to learn. But thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for attending the live stream. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching my content. Okay. Okay, so y'all go check out Goddess in Training. Just type it in the search bar. Go subscribe to her so when she starts dropping content, you will not miss it. Okay? Hit that notification bell as well. And mine too. Hit mine too. All right, Queen of the South. Hey, Terrell B. See you, Terrell B. Thanks for being here. And good night, Jessica Hicks. Good night, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome, Goddess. Goddess Energy, Goddess and Training. You're very welcome. So, guys, thank you again. And I'm going to head out.